Hello everyone, this is Gwydion, and today I'm going to do a short video on character creation for Vaesen in Fantasy Grounds Unity. So quickly, Vaesen is a game by Free League Publishing. Um, I'm I'll drop a link to this below, but you can get basically a bundle of the core rulebook, GM screen, some dice, full color map, and a card deck for initiative that I thought was great. $78 for the bundle. So I encourage you to go to the Free League website and check it out. But it's a Nordic horror role playing game. So I love games like Shadow of the Demon Lord. So I was very interested in this system. So you can purchase this on Fantasy Grounds. And if you go to the store and search for Vaesen, you'll see the core rulebook and also Wicked Secret and Other Mysteries, which includes like 4 adventures. The individual that converted this for Fantasy Grounds, Valiar, he is very active on the Fantasy Grounds forums and in the Discord community for Vaesen. For Fantasy Grounds, there's a specific channel for Vaesen. He's done some great work on it. So today I just wanted to show off what he did for the character builder. So if you click on characters and then PC builder, and then make sure, obviously, that you have the module open in your library, which I do. And if you have it open, it'll open up to the screen. I'm just going to call the character Gwydion. So you have all of the archetypes. So these are all of the archetypes available in the core rulebook for Vaesen. So if you click on each of them, it gives you a description. So this is exactly what you'd see in the core rulebook. So you have a description. You also, if you want to see an image of the academic, click on the image. It tells you the main attribute. So I won't go into all of the rules for Vaesen, but basically the core skills or actually attributes are physique, precision, logic, and empathy. So this is telling you that logic is their main characteristic. Main skill is learning, and talents, you have a choice of 3. So before you select this, if you want to kind of understand what each of these will do for you, you can kind of click on each of these links. Names, motivation, trauma, just kind of all the basic information for each of these archetypes. So to make it simple, I'm just going to select the academic. So this is selected in red. So you can see all the rest of these have a red exclamation point that tells you haven't done them yet. So let's go to attributes. So the way this works, and it tells you up here, which is very helpful, there are 3 age groups in the game, and that affects your attributes and skills. So if you select young, you get 15 attribute points until 10 skill points. So you are forced to at least have 2 for all of your attributes, which is why these are all populated with 2. So I think that's right. Let's see. So I could do up to 5 here. And actually, let's see. So there's 4 remaining for my attribute points. So let's just say I want to do, I don't know, 1 in physique, 1 in empathy. Actually, let's do 1 more in physique. Why not? And then we'll just do 1 in precision. Oh, I'm done. You can see over here, it even says no more attribute points. So that's 13. So that's 9, 10, 11, and 4 is 15. So we've used the full 15 points. And obviously, if I change this, it would change the number. And again, it has to be between 2 and 5. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next thing, skills. So skills each have a value between 0 and 5. At the start of the game, you can't have more than 2 in any skill, but the main skill, which you can spend 3 on. So you can see with the red dot here, I can do 3 for learning. So that gives me 7 remaining. And based on, again, the attributes I selected, young, determines that I have 10 skill points. So if I go back here, I started with 10, I've used 3. Resources is basically kind of how wealthy are you. So this will start with your archetype. So in my archetype, it starts at a low point of 4 and it goes up to 6. So you can actually increase that as basically a skill. So if I wanted to move that to 5, it will take away from my skill points, but you can do that. So I don't know, I'm going to say range combat I want to. And what this does basically is when you roll for your skills, this does a d6 dice pool. So this will add 2d6 to your dice pool if you're doing ranged combat. So I'm going to go here. I'm just going to kind of Select enough of these. There we go. So now that's 0. So talents, again, from the beginning, you get a choice of 3. So you can click on each of these to learn what it means. So bookworm would give me +2 D6 to my dice pool if I'm doing a learning skill check. Erudite, you can look at that. Knowledge is reassuring. Ignore conditions. I won't get into conditions. That's basically how damage is tracked. It's kind of like hit points. It's similar. So I'm just going to go with bookworm. Then I'll go to equipment. So this is kind of neat. You can do freeform and just make your own equipment, or you can do your predefined. So if you look in the core rulebook, these are your choices. So you can see it doesn't give you a preview, I don't think, in this case, but you should choose 2. Actually, I'll have to ask him because I think this should change to you want to do a choice of 1 for each, but I'll mention that to him. So in this case, like I'll select map book, writing utensil. In this case, it does show equipment preview. And then we'll just say liquor. And this one says inspire with alcohol. So you really want to make a choice of 1 of each of these. And then I'm going to go to other. So here you don't have to fill all this in, but you can say, I'll just say male, build slender, eyes hazel, hair brown. So whatever, you get the gist. Then you can say memento if you roll on this, and you can look at roll on the mementos table. So if you click on this, it's going to actually roll on the table for you. Otherwise, you can type these in yourself. This is just a little more flavor. You do have to select before you start the game. In general, you would want to select a motivation, trauma, and dark secret. So I'm going to let it roll on the memento table and then just click save and close. So then that's the end of your character sheet. So you've got all of your character information here. The memento, you can see that you rolled, and you've got a small bottle of perfume that reminds you of someone. You can click on your academic archetype here. Pull it up, I believe. It's not pulling it up, so I'll have to check on that. So that might, oh, there we go. It just took a minute. So if you scroll down here, it gives you some options on your motivation and your trauma. So you can, if you want, select these and just say, I'll just say proving my critics wrong, or you can select your own. Trauma, we'll just say that fear turned you into a rat. And we'll say my dark secret is hunted by a Vaesen. And that's it. Again, maybe I'll do another video on showing all of the options, how roles work, etc. But you can see your inventory is in here, the information we put in on appearance. So it's all here. Then you could obviously click on portraits. I think Vaesen should have, yeah, here we go. If you click on Vaesen portraits, these are the style from the core rulebook, which is really cool. The academic out of the module is core rulebook is this one. And that's it. That's as simple as character creation is. So again, maybe I'll show off the rule set later and how to do roles, etc. But I hope you guys check it out. It's I'm really excited to run a game in Vaesen, of Vaesen within Fantasy Grounds Unity shortly. So thanks again for watching, and until next time, I hope to see many of you on the Fantasy Grounds forums.